What is up, world? You are in tune to the Know It All broadcast. And of course, you got your usual suspects, my man Tate Boy Fresh and Big G. Tate, how you living, man?
Man, I guess I'm living for the streets if I listen to you and Big G. I
you was for
just I
you was for
I
the streets back in the day, brother. You was for the
I
streets.
just found out that that's the opposite of the streets ain't for you. You said I'm for the streets,
You for the
but
streets.
Back
never
in the
heard
day.
that before. But nah, man, just still here repping my Steelers, even though we got super Molly Wop. But
Whew. We'll talk about that in a minute.
I'm
Big
sure we
G, how you
will.
living, man? You good?
Man, I'm feeling some kind of way right now. But it's okay though, man.
I can
It's a
tell your
lot.
cheeks is red. When G, let me let y'all know something. When G's a little flustered, his cheeks is red, man. He kind of, you can see it in his face, man. You can see it in his face.
Yeah, it's hard. I got a horrible poker face. Horrible poker face. But we're gonna get into it. So let's go, man.
What's up, everybody in the chat? We see you, Gavin Thomas. We see everybody here in the chat already. We're about to go on and get to this, man. But make sure that you like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch, so that when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications and know that we are here, man. We're about to get into a lot because we got a lot to cover in a small little area of time. But we're gonna start it off like this.
Hey,
And
Big G.
What's cracking?
I thought we was getting a new intro about NBA Finals time.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna sit back and wait and see.
hey, hey, we got to revamp some stuff, but we definitely are on it right now, man. We got a lot going on, but man, let's talk about this, man. The Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes are 2-0. A lot of people didn't expect this. I called it earlier in the season. I said it was gonna happen. Big G, how you feeling about this, man? How you feeling about Colorado and Deion being 2-0?
Well, don't get it twisted. You wasn't the only person that called it. We both was talking about. Matter of fact, Tay Boy Fresh was talking about that they would do well out the gate too. But I think that we are all very super excited about the Colorado Buffaloes, and I said for sure they're going to be 3-0. They're going to whoop Colorado State next week, and then their season starts in the middle of the pack, where they have to go on the road to Oregon, who looks very beatable by struggling with Texas Tech, and then come back home and play USC. However, what I want to point out is this. Ladies and gentlemen, all y'all that love college football out there, Deion Sanders is the new wave of how teams are going to be successful. You're going to always have those high-ranked, high-level teams out there able to recruit big-time players. But if a big-time player gets disgruntled, don't get playing time, Deion Sanders is going to be like death row. You don't like your producer all on the video, all on the cover. Well, come on down to Colorado, and we're going to get it in over here and get some championships, because that's what's going to be going with Coach Prime. Coach Prime and the culture of Colorado is 150% young player centric. They are ready to win and win big. And I wouldn't be shocked if they end up 4-1 or 5-0 out of those first 5 games.
Wow. Tay Boy, holla at me, man. Talk to me about Shador and how he looked, man. Shador yesterday, how he looked.
You
You're
mute.
still on mute.
I can't take credit for week one, man, because I thought TCU was going to beat them. But this week I expect them to beat Nebraska. But I thought Nebraska would play a closer game than that. But Colorado just came out in the second half and just handled their business. As far as Shador Sanders goes, Heisman front runner right now, I believe. Um, I think as the season goes on, he'll get used to the speed of the D1 game. He can't do everything he was doing at Jackson State, as far as holding on to the ball, running around the pocket, and doing all that in a Division One against top tier opponents like Big Ten opponents like Nebraska or TCU, or when they play USC and Oregon in a couple weeks. But man, he looks good, and like the graphics say, winning is the family business. I mean, Deion got his boys out there, everybody doing their thing. So, that's all I can say. I mean, I expect them to go 3-0 next week. They play Colorado State.
Yeah.
Then they go to Oregon.
Oregon.
That'd be a big test. That'd be the barometer where we know if Deion and them in Colorado is for real. They for real. But if they for real, we can turn around in one season and do something like TCU did last year.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oregon's very beatable. That's a very beatable.
Yeah, they like
team,
they started
right?
against Texas Tech yesterday.
Yeah, they very beatable Oregon team. Here's what I'm gonna tell you guys, man, and this is what I'm gonna say. Shador is just not good for. He's good on every level. This is a good quarterback. And Tate, you brought up a point. Here's the deal. Rather than take a sack, he needs to learn how to throw it away. He needs to learn how to throw the ball away. I think he has that Tom Brady mentality where I can always make a play, and I'll hold on to it, and I can make a play. Makes sense. It's Godfather, so makes sense.
And he, not only Godfather, Mott, he learned it from him because Shador has been practicing with Tom Brady for almost 4 years in a row. And he looks like Brady.
And Jeff Blake. Don't leave Jeff Blake out of the equation because Jeff Blake helped raise the youngsters too.
More Jeff Blake. Tom Brady ain't running around on no pocket and stuff. He ain't get that from him. Y'all both can pump your brakes with that one.
Yeah,
you're going a little too far.
Jeff Blake has been one of his teachers, and one of his mentors has always been Tom Brady. So, definitely he's getting it. And like I said, he's holding it to the last minute to make plays. And I think once he learns that, hey, man, let's throw it away, let's not take this, he'll be all right. But I do think I've seen a stat and a graphic that's going to blow your mind. In the common age of football, there's only been 3 other quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers and another one from Cal that's done started off hotter than him. I forget who it was from Cal. It was another one of those Cal quarterbacks.
Jared Goff.
It may have been Jared Goff. It may have been. I don't know. But I do know that the man already has 800 yards this season.
He got 906 yards.
906 yards. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. There are chatters stepping up. What's up, Afton? How are you? Definitely. Gavin is like, God, I hope so. I understand.
I told Ma this off camera, and I'm gonna say it on air. If Shador Sanders beats Oregon and USC, not only is he going to win the Heisman Trophy, he's going to be a top 10 NFL draft pick. If they start out the gate 5-0 with wins at Oregon and at home against the reigning Heisman Trophy champion and Caleb Williams, who's probably going to come in there undefeated, Shador Sanders is going to win the Heisman Trophy, and he's going to the league in the top 10 pick.
I think, he's right now, I think he's, in my mind, he's the number 2 or 3 quarterback in this draft.
It was just a mock draft earlier this week. I sent it to y'all. Maybe I sent it in the homie group. Mm-hmm. But it got him in the mock draft going number 9 to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Facts.
He's good. He's good. He's really good. And listen, I'm gonna tell you something. He took it personal. They standing in the middle of the Buffaloes, and the coach is having a huddle on the Buffalo. He took it personal, and he went out there and even said as much in the press conference. You
talking about Matt Rule for Nebraska?
Yeah, Matt Rule. Everybody was standing in the middle of the Buffalo, and he was like, don't try to play nice after you already disrespected my dad. I need to make you feel it. So the game was personal to him, and it was like I was telling my son earlier. When you're a winner like Deion and Kobe and MJ, they're psychopaths. Literally, they find one thing to fixate on and make themselves angry so they can just come in and deal with you, man. It's just it's one of the things, man. They find whatever little thing they can find to get at you. But let's move on, man. Tate, I'm telling you, y'all, I was concerned because Quinn. There's a stat. Quinn Ewers had 4 for 47 hitting his receivers on deep balls. 4 for 47, right? Hadn't hit 4 for 40. That number's outrageous. So I was concerned going into this game, but we do have Texas, who at the time was number 11, beating Alabama, who at the time was number 3, 34-24. Alabama was 52-1 in Tuscaloosa, and now they're 52-2. It's the first time not being 2-0 since 2003. Tay Boy Fresh, man, tell me, give me what you got for a pork chop. Tell me how you feeling about this, man.
He's a
Man, well, I texted you a couple hours before the game, said room for Texas. I put money on Texas, so won that. Bet on Detroit Thursday night, won that. Was doing good to the Steelers today. But as far as Texas goes, man, the fact that the Manning kid, what's his name? First name?
Arch Manning.
The fact that Arch Manning was coming to Texas, Quinn Ewers used that as motivation to work this offseason, man. I mean, he lost like 20 pounds. He cut off that mullet. You know what I mean? His passing was really good last night. And Texas deserves all the flowers they're getting right now. They deserve to jump from number 11 to number 4. They jump past Ohio State. And the difference in Texas jumping past Ohio State is Quinn Ewers leaving, and we still got a question mark at quarterback. But Quinn Ewers would be that difference maker. But just like Joe Burrow couldn't beat out the late Dwayne Haskins at the time, Quinn Ewers couldn't beat out C.J. Stroud. It's understandable. It's just too bad he had to leave so soon. Because, hey, Texas looks like a top 4 team right now. They handled Alabama. And just like against Tennessee, Alabama lost Tennessee last year, Alabama secondary, maybe it's the scheme they play, but them corners typically are beatable on the deep ball. And that's what Texas and Sark did last night. They tested them.
And we needed to. And once they get beat, them jokers start holding like it's nobody's business, man. They start holding. They wasn't yelling, "Hey, Kool-Aid" last night because Kool-Aid was, it was a burnt orange color. G, talk to me, man. How you feeling about that Texas game?
Well, I called it on my Fans First Sports Network College Football Level Up preview. And Mandy P and the rest of the guys over there at college football told me I was crazy. Just like they said I was crazy that Colorado would beat TCU. But I told them, I said, this is what the statements that I made. I said, this is the most formidable Texas Longhorn team since the 2009 version of Texas. 09 Texas, this is the same, very close to the same team because they have weapons all over the place. And I also told them that with the win, Texas at Alabama, it would be the biggest win that Texas has had in the regular season since 2005 when they came to Columbus, Ohio, and beat Ohio State. If everybody remembers that propelled Texas towards a national championship. And I think that this game has the potential to propel them towards a national championship. In my preseason opener, even before we got to calling who was what, I said my Final Four teams would be Washington, Texas, Georgia, and The Ohio State University. I'm sticking to it because as of now, once Ohio State gets their quarterback situation solved, Georgia's got too soft of a schedule, but this Texas team is for real. And I got to give them their flowers as it's due. And shout out to this tight end Sanders. That kid is a baller. He's an NFL player. Baby Kelsey, for sure.
Tavion Sanders is like
what's Texas' next tough game?
They don't have one. Oklahoma in October.
They're gonna smash Oklahoma.
OU.
That's their next toughest game on their schedule.
Yeah, that's the next toughest game on their schedule.
Oh yeah, well they in the playoffs then.
Well, they play Oklahoma the first week of October, but
we got to beat the refs now. So it's still one of them things we're gonna have to beat the Big 12 refs and not make no mistakes. And then Kansas is not a bad football team. So
neither is Kansas State. State.
They're gonna smash them teams. Do they play Texas A&M?
No.
Okay, well yeah, they in the playoffs.
Mod, I'm glad you pointed this out too. And this is not my brother being biased by any shape, form, or fashion. There is documentation out there that says that the Big 12 commissioner, and I'm taking up for Ahmad right now, the Big 12 commissioner said that he's cheering for TCU and Texas Tech because he doesn't want Oklahoma and Texas to win the Big 12 as they leave out to go to the SEC. Please don't cheat them because they're a quality team that deserves to be, as of today, we're still early, but they deserve to be in the playoff without a shadow of a doubt.
Facts. Tate said, I love Tate. I like how Tate is in the chat giving himself some big ups. I do love his new background. I love that, man. Let's see. Afton said, Tate, we love you too.
Oh, thanks, Afton.
Thomas said, best they've been in the trenches in 15 years. That's a fact. That's a fact. Sark's second year, he recruited 7 offensive linemen, and last year he recruited 8. So that's 15 offensive linemen scholarship. And most teams, like the Alabamas and everybody, they recruit 6 or 7 every year. So you got to win the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Gavin Anthony said that'll be a good game, but Texas will win. It's like that one Obama meme. He's crazy. He said, Kerry said, Afton, Gavin, and Thomas, hey, Kerry, how are you? Definitely, we want to get into this real quick. We want to make sure that we hit the ratings that came out already. We have Georgia at number 1, Michigan at number 2, Florida State number 3, Texas at number 4, USC at number 5, Ohio State at number 6. How do you feel about that, G and Tate? How do y'all feel, man, about Ohio State dropping down 2?
I mean, Ohio State is okay. I think they just dropped down 1. I think there was 5 last week. But, I mean, that's okay. Texas deserved to jump up. USC 3-0, we 2-0. We haven't had a convincing victory, even though we won 35-7, but it's against Youngstown State. Michigan didn't drop for playing 35-7 against UNLV, and they was favored by 37. But it's okay because we get to play 3 of them teams you see in that top 9. Yeah. It all sorts itself out.
It's going to all sort itself out. You sure right about that. Penn State, that's going to be a great game. Do y'all play them at Penn State, or do y'all play them in the Horseshoe?
I think it's at Penn State this year.
No, it's at Ohio State. It's their brand new all gray out uniforms that they put out on the internet. It's probably, to me, one of the hardest uniforms Ohio State's ever had in their history. Those all gray with the outline white letters with the black in it is off the chain. So
I've seen them in all gray when JT Barrett was there.
But it was camouflage. You got to check the pictures out for this. The uniform is off the hook. It's already out on the internet, and they're going to, just like Notre Dame is going to try to rock out with that all green uniform when we play them over in South Bend in 2 weeks. But like with the rankings, once Ohio State pops Notre Dame, you'll see them jump right back up there in the mix of saying, okay, they're a legitimate team. Because all the concerns in Buckeye Nation right now is at the QB1. I think between that, maybe just a little bit of concern at the offensive line. But once those things get solved, the Buckeyes are there because they got the talent to match up against any of those teams. And by the way, if you look at the list, Florida State and Texas is really the only ones that's had true wins and truly been tested as of this point. So right now, if it should be, Florida State and Texas should realistically be 1 and 2. Georgia's going off last year's accolades, and Michigan's going off of their potential. So let's like Tate said, let it all play out. We'll be able to know for sure what's going to be happening by week 5. But this is an early good ranking.
Yeah. So G, I want you to take the reins on this, man. Talk us through this, and Tate, help me out. Should Colorado be higher than 18?
No, they beat number 17 and they beat an unranked 0-1 Nebraska team, good Big Ten team, but no, they about right. I mean, they moving up pretty fast from not ranked in the top 20.
Yeah, facts. Tate, so we got Alabama at 10, Tennessee at 11, the Utah Utes at 12, Oregon at 13, LSU at 14, Kansas State at 15, Oregon State at 16, Ole Miss at 17, Colorado Buffaloes with a bullet at 18, and Oklahoma at 19. Any team in that top 10 to 19 range that you think could be a sleeper to be a contender for the college football playoff?
Man, I always got to go to Utah. I mean, because Utah gets to play USC, gets to play Oregon, gets to play Oregon State. And their physical brand of football that they play with for that Pac-12, they could feasibly come out of it. I mean, they won the Pac-12 championship last year, not the regular season championship, but the conference championship game. But yeah, so yeah, me and Daniel on the same page as far as Utah out that group.
But Utah, to me, they survived too, because Baylor had them. Baylor had them, and they should have beat them if Baylor got in their own way.
I don't think Utah's starting quarterback is playing yet.
Rising's not. He's not playing
he's not playing yet. As he comes along and as the season goes on, that physical brand of football just gets stronger and stronger. So that's what they play. I'm not saying he's out that group of 9. That's why I pick out that group of 9.
Hey, I told Mott I was going to say this on air, and I mean everything I say. The Pac-12 is playing the best football in the whole entire country right now. Top to bottom, conference-wise. You got Washington State pulling the upset of Wisconsin.
I can't say that, man.
I'm telling you.
Penn State,
Ohio top
State,
top to bottom.
You can say what you want. Look, they're all in the top 10.
Bro.
So that's an argument.
Bro, listen. Colorado.
You only got USC and Washington in the top.
No,
right?
Oregon, Washington, Colorado, Oregon State, Washington State, USC, UCLA is not a bad team. So there's Colorado. There's 8 teams that's legitimately top 25 teams as of going into week 3.
Well,
they have some of the best.
We're talking about in the top 10. We got 3 Big Ten schools.
Okay. When's another Big Ten team ranked though? When is another Big Ten team ranked?
Wisconsin lost.
They're out of there.
Iowa ranked.
Okay, so there's 4.
They're 20. They're 20. They're 25 actually.
Yeah, there's 4.
But okay, you got what I'm saying is in the top 10. This is what matters, right?
Right. You got 2 in the top 10, but then we flip to the graphic.
3 in the top 10.
Right, but I'm saying, but the Pac-12 got 2, but flip to the middle ground. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 Pac-12 teams right there. That's 6 right there in the top 20.
You got Utah, Oregon State, Oregon, and who?
Colorado.
Colorado is Pac-12. That's right.
Yeah. You got there's 6. There's 6 of your top 20 teams in the Pac-12.
I'm so used to them being old school Big 12. That's why that was a good game to watch yesterday. That was old school rivalry, Nebraska, Colorado.
It was.
That was Jamil Holloway, Darian Hagan back in the day.
Yeah. Facts.
He said Oregon has the worst uniform. Some of them are awful, but some of them are really good. I just don't think they stick with them long enough. But yeah, we're gonna switch gears, man. We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. We had a significant win yesterday. Well, yesterday and then on Thursday, we had one golf who beat KC, which I mean, I'm with G, man. KC is gonna have to make a trade for a wide receiver. It's gonna have to happen. But let's talk about Coco Gauff, who won the U.S. Open Championship. She's like 19, right? Coco's 19.
Yep.
She's the youngest American since Serena to win it.
Yep.
Do we have a new Serena, or is this Coco gonna carve out a new lane and be that dominant? Could you see her being that dominant?
Yeah, I think she. Go ahead, Big G.
Oh, go ahead, bro. You got it.
Well, I think she next up for the women's tennis game. I mean, it's a lot of good women tennis players, but she was a fan of Venus and Serena when she was younger. Serena won when she was 17 back in 1999. I remember watching that.
Yeah,
watching that U.S. Open Championship. But yeah, I mean, she's poised. She's very, very mature for her age, and she doesn't like the opponent she was playing yesterday had tremendous power, but Coco will counter those players with her court coverage and her athleticism and her length.
Right, she is long.
She's really good.
I think the thing that impressed me the most with Coco Gauff when I went back and actually watched the recap of the tournament that she played in and won is that she was down in early sets against a proven champion. And for her to dig in and like I think she lost the first set 6-2,
She
something like
did.
that. So for her to dig in and come back and win that second set 6-3 and then go on to beat that young lady, oh, that speaks volumes that her being at her age and she's extremely, extremely powerful. Because keep in mind, she doesn't have a grown woman body yet. Her grown woman body is going to set in when she's like 21, 22 years old. So she's going to be dangerous. If she's winning now and beating them now, wait till you see her in 2 years or 3 years.
Daniel said Williams' dominant baseline. She doesn't. She has speed and she has. She doesn't have power. Those are good points. Tate just said that. Running through the jungle, B Dirt. What's popping, man? How you doing?
What's up, bro?
Timothy Lyons just stepped in. Kaboom! Look who stepped in the room. It is Timothy Lyons. What's good, man? Good to have you today. I think I think she's gonna carve out her own lane. I don't know if she's gonna be as dominant as Serena. I can't. I mean, the way that they dominated, is different. Like she's dominating in a way that is not like Venus and Serena because she doesn't have Venus and Serena's daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Venus and Serena's daddy made them dominant in a different way.
But her dad is real involved in her game. She gave all kind of credit to her dad for getting her to where she's at, and then being willing to get her Brad, what's his name, those high end coaches to step aside. But her dad's real instrumental in her tennis game, her development.
I agree. So, and like you said, she's 19. So Grand Slam at 19, come on, man. That's speaking volumes. I mean, her game is different, but just because you're different don't mean you won't dominate. And I think she's got the potential to just dominate for the next 5 to 10 years. Just totally smoke everybody she plays against.
I hear that, bro. I hear that. Now we got to jump to the NFL, man. Let's dig in, bro. Let's dig in, man. What happened to the Steelers today?
Tate, I'm gonna let you go first because I got some stuff to say, man. But I'm gonna let you go first, man.
We just got smashed. I mean, Big G and I listened to it, did the Mike Tomlin press conference recap for the Steel Curtain Network right after the game. We listened to a couple we got on air and broke it down. Well, all we really did was just break down what he had to say. That was our task, not to give our assessment. But yeah, we just got totally smashed, both sides of the ball. Only person for the entire Steeler team that played well was TJ Watt. And when all those facets of the game don't work together, I mean, the offense going 3 and out, literally, I think they had 1 yard before that last drive before halftime.
Facts.
I mean, so when you can't possess the ball, you can't get the defense rest. You couldn't stop the run game. Big G is going to probably say, and I agree with him, because if you look at the film, look at the game, they were picking on the left side of our defense. Patrick Peterson got burnt for both touchdowns by Brandy Ayuk. It was just Kenny Pickett didn't play well. I mean, at the end of the first half, he threw a touchdown to Fry move, but 2 plays before that, he missed the easy wide open pass to Deontay Johnson. We ran the ball 10 times, but that was because we were down so much and we couldn't get a rhythm going. So like Coach Tomlin said, it's hard to assess any facet of the game because there wasn't enough repetitions and enough things to see just because of how lopsided it was with the defense being tired because the offense wasn't executing. And it just was a total mess.
I think Afton just said, she said, poor decision making for KP, not being ready for the speed of the defense, not playing to the whistle for some of our players. Here's what I think it was. Thomas said it perfect. That's a really tough defense for KP to face game 1. It really was. I think it was. I mean, it was a tough test out in the very beginning. It's real hard when you got one of those top tier defenses that you're going against first crack out the bag,
Mm.
hey, but it's just one game. G, you up, man. You got the mic. We're going to step back.
Well, Coach Tomlin said it, and first of all, let me say this. For all y'all bandwagon jumpers and all out there talking about, we told you the Steelers won the A, B, C, and D, just relax. You got a little ways to go as far as the season go. It was week 1 out of the gate. However, I'm glad that Coach Tomlin said, basically, we got our butts kicked. He said on the thing that me and Tate watched and whatever else, they kicked us in the teeth. And that was true facts. But he kept repeating over and over again, we lost on what's called weighty downs. For those of y'all that don't know what football is, weighty downs is your ability to extend drives. So when you're out there and it's 3 and out, you punt and they score. You get it back, it's 3 and out, they punt and they score. You get it out, you get it back 3 and out, or interception and out, and they score again. That changes the whole way for you to be able to play football. And that's exactly what happened to the Steelers today. On those weighty downs, critical moments, they were unable to sustain anything. And before they looked up, it was 17-0.
But
just based on what happened.
That also goes for the defense, BG. They couldn't get off the field on San Francisco's weighty downs.
Facts. But a lot of that, like you said before, Tate, they ran their left, our right. They took full advantage of attacking that. They saw something on film, and I think it had something to do with Mr. Highsmith, because they ran at him and ran at him and ran at him and ran at him, and they never stopped running at him. I went back and just quickly in between the time me and Tate did the post-game conference with Coach Tomlin to now, and I went back and reviewed play calling. Do you know that they ran the ball 78% of the time to the left-hand side of the formation? That is ridiculous. No NFL team should ever just be able to say, okay, we're going to run it this way and you're not going to stop it. That's ridiculous. So they saw something on film and recognized the weakness. And Tate, you already know, I've been critical. You hit up about Patrick Peterson, but they was killing KZ and Levi Wallace. Brandon Ayuk, even though he hit his 2 big ones on Pat P, he killed them boys all game, because it wasn't like Debo was out there doing anything. It was Christian McCaffrey and Brandon Ayuk that ate us off the bone.
CMC went to work, man. He went to work,
Yeah.
So let's move, man. So we had the Lions, Detroit over everybody, beat the Chiefs. The Bengals lost to the Browns. I wonder who called that one.
Just relax.
No, I'm just saying. I wonder who called it. Let's put it like this. I want to say this. I thought Deshaun would have a better game than this. He didn't. 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Joe Burr had a bad game. He had a bad game. 14 for 31, 82 yards, no tutties. Right.
T. Higgins had eight targets, 0 catches, and 4 drops. That'll never happen again. Nick
Chubb was the bell cow. Didn't get a touchdown, but he had 18 carries for 106. So there was, and I'm thinking that this is going to be the blueprint for the Browns the rest of the year. He's going to have to win one by himself, I know, but it looked good in that whole aspect with the Browns beating the Bengals.
Hey, man, real quick, then the Browns won, the Ravens won. So I got the Browns atop the AFC North right now because they beat another AFC North team. But even though the Bengals and Steelers lost, bad, both of them. Nobody in the AFC North really looked good today. Look good? No.
Not dominant. Nobody looked dominant. You're absolutely right.
Baltimore looked horrible.
It's first game. The Ravens, 25-9, but that was a struggle game. The 25-9 looks better than it was. It was really a struggle.
The Ravens are hit because J.K. Dobbins has now been announced out for the ceiling with a torn Achilles.
Yeah,
so now they don't have a running back. So it ain't. It's just week 1. Bro.
They're gonna bring Melvin Gordon off the practice squad.
Yeah, they definitely had him there.
They cut him. They cut Melvin Gordon. I
don't think they did.
Yeah, they cut him.
Even if they did, he's out there, so and nobody picked him up, so they didn't go grab him. Leonard Fournette's out there. There's some running backs that are out there, and probably some tradable equity. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The shocker of the day.
wow, they beat the Vikings 20-17. Definitely that game kind of confuses me, but Baker Mayfield had 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Kirk Cousins had 33 for 44 for 344, 2 tutties and 1 pick.
They
Right?
couldn't run the ball. They couldn't.
Couldn't
That's
run.
how they
I was
lost.
just
They
about to
couldn't run
say
the ball.
that was the thing. Madison only had 11 carries for 34 yards. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's you got rid of Dalvin Cook. I don't really think. I know it was a numbers game, but I don't think it was the smartest thing in the world. Um, so we had the Saints beating the Titans. That was a good one. Carr looked good in his debut as a Saint. 23 for 33, 305, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Tay, tell me about this one, man. Tell me about this one. You think this is a sign of things to come for the Saints?
You're muted.
The Saints barely got by Tennessee. Atlanta barely got by Carolina. I mean, but Tampa Bay is in it. That division is gonna be tough. I mean, I think the Saints will get better because we got to remember Kamara gonna come back after week 3.
Yeah.
So when he come back, that's gonna open up a lot on the offense. The defense is already a good defense.
Well, Tate, I'm gonna tell you this, and it was kind of a secret I held back, but everybody must have forgot about Rashid Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed acted up today, 19 fantasy points, 5 catches, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Chris
That's fool's
Olave,
gold, dog. Fool's gold.
hey, he did it for the last 3 games of last year. If you ain't picked him up, you better. Hey, he's out there in your league. I guarantee you, somebody overlooked him.
But now Michael Thomas is back.
Yeah.
I think Olave's a number 1. Then when Kamara get in there, he gonna eat. So Raheed, whoever he is,
is out of here.
Yeah, his number's gonna go down substantially.
We'll see. I mean, Michael Thomas was in the game, 5 for 61. He had 5 targets.
8 targets. 8 targets.
No,
2
Michael,
drops. Mike Thomas had 5 catches,
2 drops. But look,
yards,
okay,
2 drops.
what I'm saying, Chris got 8, Rashid got 5, Michael got 5, and Jawan, the tight end, got 3. I'm telling you, I think it's going to look more like that. He'll spread the ball around. Carr's like that. He don't just fixate on one person unless, it's that boy down there at the Raiders. Now we got the Raiders and Russie and them going at it right now. They're in the 4th quarter. 11 minutes to go, 13-10. Russie is up.
Denver got the ball 2nd and goal at the Raider 5. Russ rushed and threw 2 tubs already. He might go for 3. Like I told y'all, Detroit against everybody, and Russ is gonna be back.
Russ trash.
He loves it. The Eagles are in the dog fight right now. It's 19-14. The Patriots versus the Patriots. The Rams. Oh my gosh! Don't look now. The Rams may win this one in the 4th quarter. The Rams are winning 17-13.
And they got the ball at the Seattle 13, 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11.
They should at least do 3 right now.
Now it's 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, Seattle 8. The Rams.
The Eagles just kicked a field goal, too, and made it 22-14.
Right.
They just kicked a field goal, yep.
So the Chargers, the Dolphins are up on the Chargers with 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, 27-24.
That's a barn burner.
The Packers are going at it with the Bears, 24-14. It's 2nd and goal, or it's 2nd and 3 at the Green Bay 46 with the Packers having the ball. And then, of course, we have the tonight's game that will be played. We're looking for the Cowboys and the Giants are going to go at it in New York tonight, man.
Hey, Ma, before you hit that game, Tua got 350 yards passing in there in the 3rd quarter. He got 342.
He got 342, 2 tutties and an interception. He out here killing for real.
I think that say more about the Chargers defense than it do Tua. Even though good game Tua. I don't know who got 2 in our fantasy league at quarterback. Somebody do.
Well, I know Tyreek Hill got 8 catches, 169 yards, and 1 TD.
Tyreek will go for that.
Oh my gosh, Jordan Love is actually playing a great game. And did you see the Barbie commercial that they made with him?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Jordan
Yeah.
Love. I tell you what.
He had no
Tyreek
respect.
Tyreek Hill gonna bust that 2 stacks this year.
Oh yeah.
You think?
Well, we said that. We talked about it. We said the receiving record is out of here this year. It's adios muchachos.
Yeah. So look at this. Rod Jr. said America's team. You know, he's talking about the Cowboys.
Hey, listen.
Running through the jungle. B Dirt said who would ever draft Tua.
B Dirt got him there.
And then he said, give Tua his respect. And B Dirt said, I got Tua. Absolutely.
Hey, Junior
Thomas
can go
said,
kick rocks. He need to stop talking crazy already because the Cowboys ain't played it down yet. So let's wait till after they play and then let's talk.
Who kicking rocks? B Dirt or who? What the Cowboys got to do?
talking about
Rod
Rod.
Simpson Jr.
Oh, okay.
I love brother. He said the Browns holding the Bengals to 3 points and rushing for 200. I call that looking pretty good. That's what Thomas said. Definitely, when we're looking at it right now, man, Austin Eckler, you called good money on that. 14 carries, 113 yards, 1 TD.
Yeah.
He's putting up fantasy numbers. Out of all of this that we've seen today, you guys, tell me, what are we thinking about week one? What are we thinking about week one, Tate?
The week 1 schedule, man, it's week 1. So there's really not a lot you can tell. You want to all you can hope for is to come out and win your opening game. But
Nice.
I don't know is it that you like what Kansas City lost to Detroit. Are we gonna say Kansas City not good?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They struggled.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Baltimore struggled in a win.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you gotta wait till the end of September before you can really get to assessing things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we all want to get that opening win. And my squad got smashed, and I got couple family members coming out, hit me with texts, because Cleveland Brown fans, mind you, hit me with texts. But the good thing about that is we get to get out there on that grass again next week. And next week is going to be against Cleveland, so we'll see.
Right.
We'll see.
I want to say this early, man. This is going to be a wild NFL season, man. The NFL is going to be – there's going to be some teams that win and we don't expect to win. You can see it by the precedent set up week 1. And I will say this too. The San Francisco 49ers are a Super Bowl team. You can say whatever. The San Francisco 49ers are a Super Bowl team.
Brock Purdy showed me a lot today.
Yeah, they're the truth. They are the truth. So,
Rod Simpson, I'm gonna let G read that, and then I'm not even gonna say it.
It's all right. Like I said, it's week 1. But remember, if y'all remember, Steeler people out there, we got smashed last year by the Philadelphia Eagles. Where the Eagles end up at in the Super Bowl. We got smashed by the 49ers. They the Super Bowl team. It's either Philadelphia or San Fran that's going to the Super Bowl. You got to put Dallas in that mix too. They one of the best teams in the NFC. Like I said, man, I ain't gonna blame my brother because he got the Longhorn orange up today. But some of them Cowboy fans are so arrogant and cocky and they ain't played it down yet. Play a game first and win, and then talk. You ain't played it down.
I again, I got a lot to say, but I'm a whole save and be reserved till after the Cowboy game tonight.
And that's what fans should do, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like I know I got some of the Browns fans and stuff on my Facebook and texting me. I mean, they won, but I mean, even if you win, just like if the Steelers had won, I wouldn't be all posting stuff and saying all this and all that.
No,
you just roll with it and let the season come. Next game up.
Yeah, Peter, you definitely thanks for this comment. You don't have a handful of cards until week 5. I love it.
Facts.
I love it. Claude, what's up, Claude? He said that was embarrassing.
It was. It was embarrassing.
Said facts, B-Dirt. Bengals lost the first 2 last year. Point of fact, it did happen. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put that there and move. Daniel said won't be the Vikings again. Claude Bishop said, Maud, your Longhorns look good. They did. They did. I was happy about that. And Timothy Line said, "How many Steelers fans thinking fire Tomlin and Canada? LOL. I'm sure that there's a few. If they are, they're just you're getting ahead of yourself, man.
I didn't already seen it, man. And,
Pump
and
your
all
brakes.
those fair weather Steeler fans, they can take a lap and stop it
Yeah,
because it was one game.
Tate's about to go into the locker room right now and talk to the fellas. It's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? He's about to go in the locker room. He's gonna talk to the fellas. It's gonna be all right. It's one game. It's one game. It's not the whole season. I think a player, and I want to talk about this real quick before we get ready to go. A player I love to see today, who a rookie, Bajan. Bajan acted up. Bajan acted up. I loved it. I love to see it. I think that was good. Another one, Calvin Ridley.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, Calvin Ridley killed him.
Calvin Ridley being back kind of showed up. Tate, give me two players today you thought that showed up. Now he done threw a pick. Look at this. Justin Fields.
He threw a pick.
And he finna run it back for a touchdown. He threw a pick and it was a pick six. Look at this.
So now they up by like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that game's over.
That's my fantasy quarterback. I haven't looked at the fantasy numbers
my
all
fantasy
day.
Quarterback too. That's why I was like over here and threw a pick. 37-14. That's pretty much that game over there. Yeah, Tate, who's 2 players today that kind of like you were like, wow, they shocked you. They came out the box hot.
Like under the radar, or
under the radar.
If I just say under the radar players, man, I'm gonna go with my boy Russ. Ooh, and look like the Raiders just going up 17-16, so Russ got to come down and get the win. I'm gonna say Russ and Matthew Stafford. Two old school Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
I like it.
Matt Stafford got 3 binkers up on the table already.
307.
He got 3 binkers up there, dog. He out there balling.
Out there balling.
Hey, so definitely, give me your 2. Bajan, but I've been high on this dude ever since his rookie year, and I drafted him again in fantasy football. Travis Etienne is that dude, dog. Travis Etienne is a baller, and Jacksonville is a very dangerous football team. They're so young at all positions, and they're learning how to win. So Jacksonville, whether you like it or not, outside of an injury, they're here to stay. Calvin Ridley, Travis Etienne, and the boys, and Trevor Lawrence, they got a lot going on with them Jacksonville Jaguars, man.
Tate, G, what do y'all think about Anthony Richardson? I think Anthony Richardson looked good out of all of the rookie quarterbacks. He might have looked the best.
Yeah, he looked better than Stroud. The moment was too big. They went down in the red zone 3 times and kicked 3 field goals. So that's why I say that Baltimore played trash, because they could have easily beat Baltimore. They got in the red zone 3 times, and he just got scared and threw it out of bounds. So Tate, Richardson didn't look like a baller.
I mean, listen to his stats. 24-37, 233, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception.
He ran for some, too.
He ran a touchdown.
Yeah, he ran for a touchdown.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so. But, in a losing effort. But surprising nonetheless.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm out here looking at Mac Jones. Mac Jones is trying to show the whole league that he ain't no wafer. He's trying to show the whole league that he ain't no wafer. It's 4th and 3 at Philadelphia 17 right now. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to take the L, dog, bro. This up out of here. Some bagger ain't happened with
9 minutes left.
Man. Yeah, they're going to take that L, dog.
9 minutes left. If they take the 3, they're only down. They take the 3 at 17-21. They're only down 5.
Nah, it ain't going to happen, dog. Belichick ain't. The evil empire ain't back, dog. They're going to be struggling a little bit up there in the evil empire.
Rod Simpson said Detroit's going to win that division.
It's a very strong possibility. They look good.
Thomas said, how is Tyler Algier getting more carries than Bajan, though?
Hey, so keep this in mind, too. Detroit didn't beat them. Kansas City gave that game away. So let's keep the fact. No Kelsey, a pick 6. Come on, man. Don't jump the train already.
Let's be specific. Kansas City didn't give it away.
On the homies, mad at Tarico for saying that. Now you saying it today.
Tarico said an asterisk. A win is a win. I don't say no asterisks.
But I mean, injury ain't no excuse, man. They went into Kansas City and they won.
That's facts. You're going to hit me with the sign. I'm going to hit myself with the sign, Tate, as soon as I get it. You said fact.
Here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. Kansas City didn't get that game away. Tony gave that game away. Yeah. Tony, I'm going to tell you.
Hey, I'm going to get my sign for Tony, man.
Tony has stone hands. You know what I'm saying?
Tony hot trash. He trash. Get him out of here.
He hit him in the hands with the ball. So, I mean, for real. Only way he was going to catch it if Patty put it right between his face mask. That would have been the only way he would have caught it. Because, I mean, at this point, I'm looking at it. I'm like, they need another wide receiver. But let's get to parting shots, man. Tate, give me a parting shot, baby.
Hey, man, I want to just offer my sincere condolences from the KnoItAllZ. Friend of mine, longtime friend since junior high, Richie Hutchins, passed away last night in his sleep. This time last Sunday, he was just having his 50th birthday party. Like literally this time last Sunday, he was having his 50th birthday party. And he passed away last night. I mean, today during the night. So, condolences to his family and all the friends that we share and all those things. As far as my parting shot on sports stuff, man, just big ups to Mod's Texas squad. They look really good. They deserve to be. Jumped from 11-4. They went into Alabama and won. Alabama had won 52 straight games at home.
Facts.
50, yep. 52-1.
Wow, 52-1 at home. So, shout out to Texas for doing that. So Ma should feel good about his Longhorns. And we'll see about his Cowboys tonight because I'm expecting a good game. I'm expecting Daniel Jones to show another leap. I think he can compete with Dak for the second best quarterback in the division. Because Brian Daboll is an excellent offensive coach, and his second year in the system with more pieces like Waller, Saquon playing coming in from the beginning of the year healthy. I like what I'm seeing with the Giants. That's going to be a tough division too. I got the Commanders in the cellar, and the way Philly looking today, it's a 3-team race.
I like it, man.
I like it. G, your parting shots, man. Let's get to it.
First of all, thanks everybody in the live chat, man. You guys were lit up over there with your comments. Please make sure that you like and subscribe and share the KnoItAllZ podcast.
Right now. Hit the like right now.
Yeah, please hit the like, man. Help increase the algorithm so we can push this thing to the level that we want to go to and always just bring great content to all the people that rock with us in the KnoItAllZ crew. Hey, so my parting shot this week, I go with the Big G burner, man. And I'm gonna say something sort of harsh and hard. But I'm echoing what Coach Tomlin said, man. We got to give some effort. Outside of TJ Watt, I did not see the effort and the ability for the Pittsburgh Steelers to be able to win a game. We got a week to lick our wounds. We got a week to go through the film, figure out what we did right and wrong. But the issue is there wasn't a lot of effort, man. And you cannot win football games without having an extreme high level of effort. So if I want to see the Steelers improve in any direction, I need to see the effort this week coming up against them Cleveland Browns. We need 150%, and I'm going to say it one last time, effort. Effort to win and want to win and the willingness to win. Effort.
Yeah, your son, I agree. I know that it says effort because I can see the F's.
Here, I'll move it in so you can see EF.
No, it look like it say Etward.
No, it's two F's. Those are two F's, bro.
I understand, but I think the tops need to be off the F's. They need to cut the tops off the F's a little bit. I love it though. I love your work. Hey man, listen. I am so honored that you guys take time for real to sit and be with us for 40 minutes or an hour, however long that y'all stay with us, and you're there with us listening to us talk about sports. Man, I mean, Big G, Tate, I know that from the bottom of their heart they appreciate it. We do these podcasts a lot. Like, we didn't even have time. We do so many different podcasts. We didn't have time to get to our pick'em, but the pick'em is still going on in the background, and we'll update that and tell you guys about that the next time y'all see us. But we're definitely out here creating content, not just for us, but for you guys and for people who truly love sports. That's what we do. You know what I mean? And I always end, and I want to give you guys something that'll help you guys this week. I just want you to believe. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to believe in and trust in the things that you have going on. And once you attach that belief to your confidence, you'll have balance. You'll never have balance if you don't attach your belief to it. See, because what you really believe, you attach the thing that you believe into it. Right? If you believe in something, your money will follow, your actions will follow, your words will follow. But if you're not honest with yourself on what you believe, then you'll be out here chasing a whole bunch of different stuff, right? I mean, honestly, the people who actually believe in something with their whole heart are the people who achieve those things. But that's only because their belief lines up with truth in their life, and it hits their confidence, and you have balance. And balance is the key to life. If you don't have balance, and you don't learn how to balance your life, you're going to be out of balance in the things that you're out of balance in. You're going to start suffering and taking losses. But I'm going to tell you, if you can believe that you can do it, you can do it. If you can see it in your mind first, and then you attach that with the truth where you are in your life, you're honest about it. And here's another side piece to this. Forget yesterday. You got to be like a good cornerback. You got to forget about what happened yesterday. Too many people's yesterdays are killing their tomorrows. Because of the failures that you had in yesterday, you won't even attempt something tomorrow. And that you can't do that. You have to have a short memory. You have to forget about it. Yesterday's failures were yesterday's failures. But it won't stop tomorrow's successes if you begin to believe in yourself today. So without a shadow of a doubt, I want you to believe in yourself, locate yourself, be truthful, be honest with yourself. If you're trying to lose weight, be honest with yourself, man. If you're eating, a cake and a whole slice of pizza at midnight, you can't do it. A row of cookies. A row of cookies. You can't do it like that. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to say, hey, man, in order for me to do this, I have to stop. Now, then you have to believe that you can do it on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Life continues to move on, and don't let yesterday kill your tomorrows, man. This your boy Mod, man. Like I said, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Make sure that you hit the like button, you smash that like button, and on YouTube and on Twitter and on Twitch, so that way everybody around that algorithm will hit them and let them know we here. Also, subscribe if you haven't. Other people that tell them to like and subscribe, because man, we out here doing this for you, man. You guys have anything before we close out?
Yeah, no, man.
Go ahead, Tate.
Them streets ain't for everybody.
But you for the streets.
Wait. I did say we was going to say this. I forgot all about it. Hey, man, I ain't going to be so controversial and say, but what's up with Mel Tucker, man? What Mel Tucker up there doing at Michigan State, man? What he out there doing, man? What Mel Tucker doing, man?
I forgot Mel Tucker finna go take a L, man. He already took it.
What Mel doing, bro?
He done took an L,
but
he finna.
Hey, man, let me ask you this. How do you, and I'm not saying it didn't happen, I want to know how do you sexually harass somebody over the phone?
Bro, forget it. We're not even going into this. I'm just going to shut this down.
It seems like to me all shit. You would just hang up the phone.
Listen, man. Mel Tucker, Tate. Mel Tucker's for the streets. Mel Tucker for the streets.
I'm with Mel.
Y'all for the street. Look, man, I'm out of here. Hey, for myself, for Tate, for Big G, man, we love you guys. We out of here. Peace.